Now arriving at Yijang Palace.
All right. Let's see here. This is Rising League week. Is this week 9? I feel like it's week 9. It's probably week 9, isn't it? I'm gonna say it's week 9. Yeah. It is indeed week 9. I forgot to change my title slide. Whoops. Alright, but it's going to be Deac-Hackers up against Reactor Squad Nukular in our second series. First series, I did run into some internet issues. Wasn't able to patch fast enough. In fact, it took me a very long time to get patched. Hopefully when my internet will be okay for tomorrow. At least we don't need a patch tomorrow. That's a good thing.
5, 4,
Ooh,
3,
I never noticed it was a Mars rover
1.
right here.
Round 1.
Huh.
Capture.
Alright. Well, on the blue side, it is going to be Reactor Squad Nukular. They are just going to run straight up into this high ground area. Teams looking to run. Well, Reactor Squad Nukular running into goats. They are going to find the pick onto Han early on. That might be the opening they're looking for, but Sheepy Shrimp does end up falling down here, and it's going to be two Junkrats going at each other. The Phantom taking out Vedix, and now the Ryan is looking to fall very low here. Has the Nano Boost right on him, looking for the play, but Tex is all by himself now, and it's just going to be that cleanup. Going to be Deac-Hackers picking up that first checkpoint. Getting that first pick here is going to get walled off. Sheepy Shrimp. So teams running 2-2-2. Both teams running it. And here comes that Graviton coming in from Xerix. Xerix going to find quite a bit. Sheepy Shrimp is going to get taken out, and Phantom throws in that Riptire. Gets a cleanup kill onto Qingtao, but the damage was already done before. He definitely didn't need to throw that out there. Graviton doing most of the work for him. Riptire coming in from Vedix. It is going to get picked off by Xerix though, and that's going to be pretty big. Qingtao trying to build up that grab. Han will get the pick on the Sheepy Shrimp. Now it's all about keeping Tex up. Glad Build Killer gets the kick kill onto Vedix. Tex trying to plow his way through, gets Fire Strike kill. Phantom able to return, but Qingtao now. Qingtao is cooking with a little bit of something, but his charge is still relatively low. Sitting at 20 charge, which means that his damage is going to be pretty mundane. The Shatter is going to end up coming out here. Ooh, big purple, but Soundberry will give them a little bit of extra HP, but Vedix will end up coming up big. And now Nano Boost actually going to end up coming out onto Qingtao just to keep him up. Just give him that extra HP. And it will save Qingtao. And it will help build him a little bit further up onto that Graviton, but Xerix already has his own. And it's going to be the three ultimates coming in from Deac-Hackers up against just the tire of Vedix. Vedix has to find so much with this Riptire, and he's not going to find anything, but the distraction was what really came through for them, as Tex was able to get some kills onto the respective Sheepy Shrimp. And when Sheepy trimmed down, you know, with the rest of his team peeling very far away, it made it for a very easy pick. And that's one of the issues when you're playing 2-2-2 with the Zarya is it can be a little bit difficult to get the Zarya charge up, but Build Killer gets that triple, the triple dragon, the dragon coming in through. And Qintao with his own grab actually able to keep the side of Deac-Hackers from actually touching the point. So very well done coming out from Reactor Squad Nukular. Able to pull that point back into their favor even after a very poor start to the point. Able to come back in pretty strong fashion. And now it's going to be the quad DPS coming out from Reactor Squad Nukular. Whereas the Deac-Hackers still going to be looking for the 2-2-2. Phantom out onto the Doomfist. A lot of long range coming out from the side of Reactor Squad Nukular. A lot of ability to poke on through, but there's a good amount of dive coming in from the side of Deac-Hackers with the Hammond. With this Winston. He's going to melt on through. And also having the Doomfist, but I need some picks here already, and also having the res, they are able to finish off Tiva, which might signal the end of this push for Reactor Squad Nukular. So the Deac-Hackers will indeed get the first cap, and then relatively good fashion. J-Max already has the sound barrier ready and available. It's just going to be the jump on in from the two tanks. Dive tank's going to find a lot of effectiveness. He's going to also be able to get on out of there. His Field Killer collapses onto that soldier. Shrimp also going to get the pick onto Lativa, and looking good already for the side of Deac-Hackers. As a quad DPS composition, while it is fun to play, it is also very difficult to execute given the fact that you only have one tank. Qintao has to be the one that drops onto the point. He is able to, but the mines aren't going to have too much effectiveness up against this Farah, although that is going to be the take out. Phantom looking for the pin, gets the pin onto Qintao, and it looks like they will hold on to the point once again. Lativa just fluttering by. They are able to get the ultimate out from Xerix, so that's a little bit of something, but they've already used a lot of their ultimates from this quad DPS squad, and that means they have to have Han do so much for this team. And it's just going to be the pharmacy battle up in the air, and Han finds a pick onto Build Killer, just bops him straight in the face. Now he has to touch.
Justice reigns from above.
Okay. Alright. A slight Charlie Niner there. Definitely had the chance to put his hand in the cookie jar there, but decided not to. I thought better of it. Didn't want the overtime. I understand. I get it. Sometimes you just want it to be over. And it does look like they are going to stay on this quad DPS, which means Qintao really has to get things going here. try and take the pharmacy battle. Build Killer willing to accept the duel as well, so neither far really building much charge. Zeric's going to find the kill. Phantom as well chiming in onto Tiag, and Build Killer able to find Lativa, but Han gets revenge for his mercy, showing no mercy. Actually, without the mercy, that's going to be a lot of issues for the side of Reactor Squad Nukular. And on to this last point, it is going to be Deac-Hackers once again getting that first cap. I really want to see Reactor Squad Nukular look to swap compositions. It's because of their composition really prevents them from actually getting onto the point and really try and challenge the point. They have to find the kills, and they have to be in a very clean fashion. Until the team wipe comes through, they really can't challenge the point. That's one of the big issues of a quad DPS composition. Now Vidic's coming in with the EMP. We'll see if he is able to get any follow-up kills afterwards. The fist is going to miss from Phantom though. Now dropping down the mines, will immediately die afterwards, and Lativa really has to keep the team up, but Han taken on out, and that will be again a team wipe for Deac-Hackers. And now they're just going to look to try and pin the side of Reactor Squad Nukular up out in front before they can get onto the point. They are going to be able to touch with that Hammond, but the rest of the team is going to have issues. Han able to get the pick onto Xerix, but there's still so much left to do as Phantom now pops in the Meteor Strike. We'll get the punch onto Qingtao. It's just too obvious. And that's going to be an unfortunate timing coming in from Tex, turned into Tex-Mex right there, and that will be the 2-1 point for Deac-Hackers as they take Lijiang Tower. Zeric's getting the play of the game. That was a very good grab, and then I think that was Phantom that had the little kill afterwards. Getting that tired kill afterwards, but yeah, that will be the 1-0 going over to Deac-Hackers. We'll see what the squad of Reactor Squad Nukular come up with for this second map. And it will be King's Row for that second map here. Reactor Squad Nukular's selection.
Now entering King's Row.
as we just go on and hop right on into the fire.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Ahorita regreso.
And it will be the side of Deac-Hackers. Onto the defense.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend
It will be that quad DPS strat coming out from the side of. Ooh, nice assassination kill from Build Killer. Edic's gonna be the one picked off there. Jintao falling low will get picked off by J-Max. It is the 2-2-2 composition coming out from the Deac-Hackers, but it is going to be that quad DPS coming out from Reactor Squad Nukular. As I mentioned, Dex going in for that pin. Will get escorted straight up into the air, courtesy of Phantom. Very nice wall placement. That was pretty cool. Han will get that pick though. That's gonna feel good for Reactor Squad Nukular, but they have to win in a very clean fashion. They did swap over to a 2-2-2 strat. Are going to be able to put a little more deep. Here comes. Ooh, and that's going to be an insane sleep coming out from Malika. Big clutch sleep coming out from the support player of Deac-Hackers, and Han completely shut down there. Malika also getting a nade kill right on top of that. Malika just absolutely popping off in that one fight. Now it's going to be Sheepy Shrimp with the Shatter available. Also Phantom having his Blizzard. Sleep coming down on Sheepy Shrimp. He is purple. It is going to be a lot of trouble, but he is going to keep himself alive with that Shatter. Will end up falling down to Tex, but the rest of his team is going to be able to stand tall. Xerix especially bringing out the lasers, and the Deac-Hackers hold once again. Now they've got 5 ultimates to work with. Here comes the Graviton. There's nothing to protect them. They have no Diva. They have no Mei Wall to isolate them. They can only take it onto the chin. And that's going to be another big wipe. And the Deac-Hackers peeling back a little bit here. 3 ultimates still working with Han, able to crack the shield of Sheepy Shrimp. Will end up falling as well, but Tax able to clean on up there. That will be Reactor Squad Nukular finally able to start capping Field Killer just playing around in the backside. Is looking for that pick. Deac, a little bit lonely here. Okay. Interesting. Just gonna keep on bugging around. It's gonna get detected. Now the spam comes in from Vedex trying to find him. Field Killer has the EMP ready, just waiting. Is going to get stunned on up by Vedex. Will try and finish him off, but Field Killer coming all the way back, and Han able to find a huge triple kill for his team. RSN finally looking to get going here as the lag starts to come in from my internet. And that was a very interesting progression there. Alright, Field Killer still walking on around. Will get blasted out this time though. Now there might be some consideration. Phantom might want to consider swapping on over. We'll see. Deac-Hackers. Han getting the pick onto Phantom. Han looking really good on this point so far. But now, finally, Field Killer able to use that EMP at last. And you can see just how key of an ultimate it is as they easily clean up that fight. A little bit of rough going here. It is going to be a hack onto Han, but he is able to finish off Field Killer. So he is doing a-okay. Now he's just going to be spamming those rockets into the back. They has that ultimate ready to go, but burned Han out before he's able to use it. And that will be Deac-Hackers once again able to hold. Phantom looking to try and clean things up there, misses every single shot, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it happens. It happens. You're playing McCree. You don't have shotguns. Ooh, the poke coming in pretty big. Han able to find the pick onto Malika, and that might be a small little opening for the side of Reactor Squad Nukular. The push on in. It is going to be that ultimate, the barrage coming in from Phantom. Or onto Phantom will burn him out very easily. Tex has to do a lot for his team now. It's got to be him and Qintao. And Qintao's not for much longer. Ooh, J-Max going off. Just uncontrolled here. The supports coming in from the side of Deac-Hackers are really showing up to play today. Really coming in big, helping out the rest of their team. And now they have 5 ultimates to work with. This defense is going to be so difficult to crack, and that's going to be a 5-man EMP. Qintao responds with the Graviton, but I don't know if he can get much else afterwards. He has to do way too much. In fact, with just how much his team is not there, it really should just reset, but with the pick from Han, Han is going to get a second one. Can Han pull it back? Is going to fall, but maybe it's enough to pull the rest of his team back into this fight. Here comes the Riptire. It's going to find 2. Finds Malika and Sheepy Shrimp. That's a lot of the beef that they have for this point. And the side of RSN might again come in with an 11th hour cap. And that will be it. Finding the 3rd point in overtime. Almost had to do it in overtime for the first point as well. And really coming in through the clutch, Han. Time and again. Coming through for the team. This man is a miracle worker. He is a magician.
Ready for battle.
We'll really have to see what the side of
Incoming in 30 seconds.
Reactor Squad Nukular can come up with onto this defense. They are also going to bring in the Baptiste. Alright. Alright. Alright.
5,
I see you there, Deac.
1. Attackers incoming.
By the way, I don't have no idea. He is going to do the engage onto the point. Vdix will find the quick kill onto Vild's killer. But it will be the return coming in from Phantom. As Tex put to sleep, it is going to be that heal field coming in from Deac. But it will still be the side of Deac-Hackers slowly pushing on in. They have the spawn advantage, although losing Malika isn't going to be very helpful there. But the side of the Deac-Hackers still persevere and are able to find themselves that very early cap on 2.8. And now my internet is going to poop.
Escort the payload.
A little bit of a lag factor there. But you know what? Internet things. I'm not worried about it. Not crying about it inside at all. Han going to get the pick on the build killer, and that's going to be a very quick reset. Looking to come out from the side of the Deac-Hackers now. Being very decisive about this. I like that. But now, the side of Reactor Squad Nukular really looking to go aggro, really trying to keep forcing the issue, and they might have overset their bounds. They are going to be able to back on out through the arch though. So a little bit of relief there. There comes the EMP Shatter combination. Xerix is going to be able to get the kill onto Tex. And there is just so much going on. Vdix able to get the return kill onto Malika, but now Phantom has the dragon, has it. It's going to be that dragon combo. It is going to find two with his dying breath, able to throw out the dragon. The hidden dragon is the most deadly. And it will be Deac-Hackers looking to get this cap. We'll see if the side of Reactor Squad Nukular can go for one more contest. It is going to be very close here. Tex is right around that corner, ready to put his body on the line. He is able to get onto the point. He is also going to be able to get the shatter. Sheepy Shrimp isn't going to fall because of that nano boost, but side of the Deac-Hackers are still streaming forward. And it does look like Han wants to keep pushing, trying to get some kills. They're trying to stall it out as much as possible. They know that this is the second point and that they can fight onto the point at least to slow it down. but it will be unsuccessful as they're only able to stall it out. Build Killer moved around into the back is going to be able to get a good amount of damage. Ooh, but Han! Surprise! Straight up into the sky, coming up that wall, and Han with another dragon. Looking for the pick. We'll find Xerix. Now Han going to work. Has to be onto the bow of this man. Into the hands of this man. The dragon is now up to his team. Han able to, okay, gets the drive-by kill onto Vild. Phantom going to be able to shut out. But here comes the dragon combination coming in from Phantom and Xerix. Phantom again goes down, but with his dying breath comes through. And Vedix on to here comes the Nano Boost coming on to Sheepy Shrimp. Is going to allow him to just swing like a madman. Looking for that shatter opportunity. Will throw it down onto Deac, and Deac will be instantly blown up, but might not be enough as the EMP comes in clutch. Finds himself 4, but can they finish things off? Xerix finds a kill on Han. That's a big part of their DPS as Vedix not having too much success onto this Junkrat. And Vild Killer looking to pop heads. Looking to finish things off. Deac will survive. Chintal able to get the kill there. And it will be Deac-Hackers once again backing on off. They still have the Graviton from Chintal. Phantom, ooh, gets the headshot onto Han. That might be what they're looking for. They are down a healer though, and Sheepy Shrimp is really struggling to get some heals as he's going to fall down right there. Phantom able to get opening pick onto Tex now. With this spawn, they are going to be able to start pushing back towards the cart. Here comes the tire. Is going to get picked off by Phantom. Now we're just looking for the dragon. It does end up coming in from Xerix. Here comes the dragon. Will it get anything in response? The EMP is going to be big. This finds 5. And Vild Killer coming in time and time again on this King's Row map with the Sombra. Xerix now going to get some kills, extra kills here, and that will be the cap, and they are going to be able to do it with some time bank as well. Now we're headed into some time bank rounds. So I'll give it a quick break here. We'll be back very shortly. Alright, and we are back into the overtime rounds. Phantom's back onto the main to try and slow things down. Reactor Squad Nukular struggled a lot to break onto and cap this first point. Now they're gonna have to do it with only 1 minute onto the clock. The tank line is going to get separated on out here. Qintao will not fall as Han comes in and blows up Phantom. Not even giving him time to protect himself. Han is going to be thrown straight onto the ground, is going to try to get the finish, will get the finish onto Vild Killer, and this might be the first push Tate coming out from Reactor Squad Nukular, knowing that they can't go with this quad DPS strat. They are indeed going to go for the finisher. Phantom though might have something to say, as Sheepy Shrimp able to get the shatter down but doesn't find any picks. Now it's just going to be side of Deac-Hackers trying to stream forward, trying to stall things out as much as possible. And that's going to be the overtime now ticking, but they were able to cap that point. Han taking some damage, almost getting insta-blown by Vild Killer. Han up by himself. Lativa taking 2 shots to the head. Well, not to the head, but taking 2 shots. That's going to be hurts a lot, as Vild Killer almost out to Bob. Bob almost up and available, has to be able to survive until he gets Bob. It will be a huge boon for his team just to have that additional 7v6. Now tossing out Bob. Bob having good line of sight as well. The tire coming in will find Sheepy Shrimp. Qintao going to finish off Bob. And now Deac-Hackers are onto the back foot. Qintao throwing out a very early grab, knowing that they can go for these staggers now. Xerax going to be the one in trouble. Qintao still pushing forward, finally has some charge to work with as well, almost full charge, and they're going to be able to get this at least to the second point. So after struggling for so long in the first time around, it looks like they have solved at least part of it. Able to get 2 points in very quick fashion, but now it doesn't look like it will be for long. It is just going to be Deac-Hackers now looking to clean up these kills, and they are able to clear out that point, and that will be still a good amount of distance capped by Reactor Squad Nukular. 2 checkpoints in just a minute, and now we're looking at 94 seconds for the side of Reactor Squad Nukular. It does mean that they are able to have 1 reset. It's either 1 or 2, depending on how fast you reset. You're able to get that 3rd fight,
Ready for battle.
but we'll see just how it ends up being.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And I still don't know what this hero does.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But you know what? We can find out by just spectating.
I'm keeping tabs on
Ooh, okay, alright. He throws out heal orb. It does feel like a little bit like... Ooh, Vild Killer, okay! Comes in with the headshot. Deac overstaying his welcome, staying up onto that high ground for such a long time. And this could be the break point for the side of Deac-Hackers, able to find another kill onto Han. Xerix coming in for some 2 extra cleanup kills as well. And this will be a very fast... Point A for the side of Deac-Hackers. I'm not gonna push too aggressively here. In fact, they're gonna be playing pretty defensive. Set up, scout out ahead, set up control. I don't necessarily disagree, but having only one person onto the cart means, or onto that point, meant that they were capping in a relatively slow fashion, allowing the side of RSN to restabilize their positioning. And now it looks like Vild Killer coming in with this Bastion pick. Xerix, they are coming up onto 4 ultimates. It is going to be the flank coming in from Qingdao. Qingdao now out of position is going to fall down onto the low ground, hanging onto the high ground, and he has the shatter. Sheepy Shrimp going for the shatter, doesn't find it. Now Deac will throw down his ultimate, keeping his team alive, but Phantom comes in with a quad kill. 3 with the dragon. It does look like Deac-Hackers have solved the formula. They will get the second cap, and right after that second cap, it's only an additional 2 meters. And Deac even ends up falling down into the pit as Tex is trying to get onto the point, trying to contest, finds the kill onto Vild Killer. Vild Killer will come back on the point, but they find the response. Tex getting himself 3. Can he clutch things out for his team? Trying to wipe them away from this point. He has the shatter. Will get a 4-man shatter. This might be the map win coming out from Reactor Squad Nukular. Will be able to find 2 more, finds a 3rd. They only need to clear out Xerix, and they are able to do so, and that will be the map 1 from Reactor Squad Nukular in overtime fashion. In absolute clutch fashion, Reactor Squad Nukular, this tank line, able to clutch out this time. Han on that attack was immaculate. But the clutch coming in from the squad, whew. And that will be them evening up the score. It is now 1-1.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
You should be a quick performance lesson. The counter-stopping device. My ultimate is ready. Let's do this.
Ten seconds. Score 0-1. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Alright, we're back. I had my mic muted. That's super awkward. Once again, feels bad, man. But it will be Reactor Squad Nukular going in with a little bit of a bunker comp, but they are actually going to be not playing high ground. The rest of the team will be looking for the high ground, but Build Killer coming in. Phantom also with the sim pick. It's going to be the Bastion in combination with the Symmetra. The high ground control is going to come in. And they are able to break Build Killer, but now it's going to be the rest of the team. They have to find the rest of these kills as Phantom's going to find Qintao. And Reactor Squad Nukular might be not long for this point anymore as J-Max finds the finish onto Lativa, and that will be the finish. First point going over the side of Deac-Hackers in very quick fashion. Only taking 1 minute off the clock. They are going to have 7 minutes to take just 48% of this map. 47.4 specifically. Looking for an aggressive push here. Going to push out and Phantom falls. And he dies as Vedix immediately blows him on up with those grenades. Reactor Squad Nukular, tall task ahead of them, but that first fight does make things a lot better for them, as now they have ults to work with. The side of Deac-Hackers will have more ultimates to work with, but at least you got something to use here. Tech's almost getting blown up. It is very close. Trying to keep his team up here. Here comes Tranquility coming in from Deac. Will be able to keep his team alive. Phantom, though, still finds the pick onto Tex. Vdix coming in big. And the headshot coming in from Lativa. Looking for that finish. Great kill coming in from Lativa here. He is just coming on in the nades. The sound effect sounds like he's using a Nerf gun. Pachoo, pachoo. Very fun sounds. Alright, Bob being thrown out is going to be straight onto the point now. They are actually going to melt him on out. Han burning out very quickly. Now the ultimate is now being thrown down by Lativa. He's going to be able to stay alive with the power of that ultimate. And Reactor Squad Nukular stabilizing once again. It's going to be a very long road ahead of the side of Deac-Hackers. Now here comes the Riptire. It does find 3 huge tire coming out from Vdix. Will be that triple tire. That tricycle. We are very far from this dragon combo, so we'll see if they decide to use any other ultimates in the meantime. If I am the side of Deac-Hackers, I'm looking. Here comes Dragon coming in from Han. Doesn't find any kills. Now it will be that ultimate coming in from Malika to try to keep the team alive. They have 3 ultimates still to work with. And here comes the Chatter. Is going to find 3. 3 is going to be big. Now here comes Bob. And J-Max also popping in the sound barrier. It does look like they want to look for this fight. Han flanking in from the side will be able to find Phantom, but 2 kills going back in favor. They don't have any more DPS from the side of Deac-Hackers. It doesn't look very good for the side of the Hackers as Reactor Squad Nukular cleaning up, but J-Max finding the pick. Is this the opening that they're looking for? No, it is not, as Han comes in and slams the door onto the Hackers. It's going to be unfortunate because they really had a lot of ultimates built up there. And they could have chosen to continue to farm up these ultimates. Ooh, nice headshot coming in from Han. But instead, they decide they didn't want to wait for the 6-pack. They're willing to just go forward with it now. Of course, Malika, you have no issues with burning the ultimate because, well, you're Moira and you build your ultimate up very, very quickly. So that's not an issue. Here comes the dragon. It's going to come out from Han. Can he find anything to pull things back in favor? Phantom's going to find the kill onto him though. Lativa able to keep her team up with that barrier field, but the kills are still coming through in favor of Deac-Hackers, and this might be the breakpoint they need as they find very clean kills. Now it's just about clearing out the point. They're going to be going up onto that first tick very quickly, and they will indeed take Volskaya. And very clutch fashion as well, as they really struggled to force their way onto that second point, even though they had so much time after their success onto the first point. But that will be now the side of Deac-Hackers getting a second map for themselves, taking a 2-1 lead. Alright, and we're back. And some mic issues going on there. But that's okay, because they should be fixed now. As now we're headed over to Dorado. Our fourth and final, well, potentially final map. Reactor Squad Nukular looking to pull things back into their favor. Even up the series. It is 2-1 in favor of the side of the Hackers, though. And if they win this map, they will clutch out the series. As it will be Deac-Hackers on to the fence for this first run through. Or, yeah. Fence on this first run through. As it does look like it will be. The 222 coming in from the side of Deac-Hackers. This is a possible 4 DPS map, but it does look like the side of Reactor Squad Nukular will not be running the quad DPS. They will be running their pharmacy, however. And Phantom's going to be able to take out Han as Vedex hits him with his own flashbang, but won't get anything after that. The res will come through from Malika. As Sheepy Shrimp gets that fire strike kill, which means, well, Deac-Hackers is in a great position to continue to just sit onto this payload without a care in the world. So now it's going to be a difficult part of getting through this choke point. Field Killer going to find the rocket, the direct rocket onto Han. Now looking for that pick onto Lativa. Will drop on to Lativa and will get that finish. Also gets a kill onto Chintal, onto that baby diva. And now we're looking at 5 ultimates to work with for the side of Deac-Hackers. It's only going to be 3 coming out for the side of Reactor Squad Nukular. The barrage going to come down, but not in a great position from Vlad Killer or Vild Killer. Will still be able to get a kill. Gets the last kill on to Lativa. And Han now struggling a little bit on his signature pick, is getting outshone by Vild Killer. So far, at least on this map. Has another barrage ready to go. We'll see if he burns it. There's going to be 4 ultimates available for the side of Deac-Hackers though. Blade being brought out from Vedex. Can he find anything? Will only find a fire strike to the face. Immediately shut down. And that will be also Reactor Squad Nukular immediately running for the hills. Phantom picking out Han again. And Reactor Squad Nukular rely so much on their star Pharah to make plays for them, and now they're just getting Pharah'd. They're the ones getting Pharah'd. They're the ones struggling against this air-ground combination. Phantom even getting himself a flashbang kill. Things are looking desperate for the boys of Reactor Squad Nukular. They have to push this forward. They're trying to get on to the point at least to get to that overtime. They are able to pull out overtime, but Deac is going to burn his ultimate for it, and it's just going to be the slaughterhouse as Deac-Hackers hold very forward. The distance covered is not very much at all. Stuck under that bridge.
Initiating match.
Now will be where it sits. As we send it over a quick break, we will be back very soon. Alright, and we are back. It is our fourth and possibly final map. The side of Reactor Squad Nukular have a tall mountain to climb here, as they're gonna have to be able to hold for 4 minutes. Lativa going back onto the Baptiste. Deac-Hackers looking for a little bit of a side roam here. They're going to actually flank in from behind, slowly pushing out their cart, and instead looking to engage straight onto them, looking for the fight immediately here, and it does look like they're going to be successful. Build Killer getting the pick on Tahan, Xerix also getting a kill onto Vedix, and now things are falling apart so very quickly for the side of Reactor Squad Nukular, and now Deac-Hackers looking to just walk the payload in. And it will indeed be that 3-1 scoreline.
Play of the game.
For the side of the Hackers. As that'll be it for the second series. It ended up being a 3-1 for the Deac-Hackers, and if we're looking for an MVP, both of the supports came out very strong early on. However, it was Vild Killer, the killer of villages, that really came online in the second map onwards. So certainly, player of the series goes over to Vild Killer, the one and only, with his Sombra play coming in big with those EMPs, and also outshining Han on his signature Pharah pick, winning multiple duels up into the air, and also just getting important pick after pick. Also that huge hero pool he was flexing, an all-around complete series coming out from Vild Killer. And with that, that is going to be the second series now done. As we still have Mighty Ravens and Liquid Ice coming on up here, but that will be a separate video. So I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.